And I stand on the ceiling and I lift myself up and I can't help believing.
Welcome to the Gray Area Podcast, the show where two regular guys dive into everything from sports to movies, current events, and whatever else comes to mind, all with a healthy dose of humor and unfiltered opinions. I'm Brooks, and Travis is not here at the moment, but I got a better sit-in, right, Owen?
Yeah, I'm the unregular guy.
Owen Yocham with us today. We're going to be talking all things West Texas. Get to know the man, Owen himself, and go through his businesses and talk about what he can, what they offer to the public there out in Midland and the Permian Basin area. So keep it tuned right here. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Gray Area Podcast, where the answers aren't always black and white, but the laughs are guaranteed.
Welcome back to the Gray Area Podcast. We are here, graced with his presence, Mr. Owen Yocham. Owen, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine. It's been a good long weekend we've had down here, and we enjoyed seeing the grand kiddos and getting away from things for a little bit. But it's time to get back to reality, I guess.
Yeah, that's happening tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
You've had so just kind of for some clarification, Owen is my father-in-law, and they come out here to visit, watch the kids. Bryce actually played baseball all weekend for Memorial Day, big tournament.
Good, lovely weather we had.
Yeah, got to burn, or I should say fry out in the sun.
Yeah.
Kind of like them crawfish have been doing all weekend.
Oh, yeah, them were good. They were good, yeah.
Yeah, we got to enjoy some crawfish from Crazy Allen Swamp Shack.
Shout out to Swamp Shack. That is a good place. Anytime you're in Kemah, go see them.
That's exactly right. It never fails. Every time Owen is in town, where are we eating tonight?
There's no doubt. We're going to Swamp Shack.
Yeah. What are we kicking it off with?
Oh, yeah, it's a round of oysters.
Round of oysters, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have some of that. That's some good stuff, I guarantee you.
Absolutely. So, Owen, tell us a little bit about where you're from, kind of a little background about yourself.
Well, grew up out in West Texas, a little town called Rankin, about an hour south of Midland, and we've been in the retail business for about close to 10 years now up in Midland. We have a store, it's called the Ivy Cottage, and then we also offer Circle Y Amish furniture. That's part of the business as well, and it's known as Midland's largest gift store. So we offer a variety of items, Amish furniture, custom made or whatever we have in the store. We'll sell that, or you can touch it, feel it, and then we can order off of that. We have ladies' boutique items, jewelry. We have Consuela purses. We got a huge variety of items for people, for the kiddos. We have a man cave for the men, and
yes, you do.
So it's been a learning experience for us, and it's been good. The community of the Permian Basin has been real good to us, and since we've got our online store, that's done really well as also, and so we've shipped stuff all around the world, really. So if you're in need or anything, come look us up.
Yeah, for
check
sure.
us out.
So we have the website that we can go through here in a little bit later. But if you just want to say it right now, what it is?
Yeah, it's let's see. I believe it's ivycottagemidland.com, and then ivycottagemidland.com, and then we have the Circle Y Amish Furniture.com. Circle Y Amish Furniture.com. That's the furniture side of our business. But then ivycottagemidland.com, it'll take you to some of the furniture, and but it'll take you to all the stuff that we offer online, and come check us out.
Yeah. I'd have to say that, we've got a few chairs, of the poly chairs from you. We have the UT orange.
Yeah, there's an orange, and y'all have the orange and white, and then there's it's and then we have the cherry wood in white. The cherry wood looks maroon, so it's maroon and white, what I call it. And then y'all have we have a wood grain set with black. It's black frame and antique mahogany tops. And so with our poly furniture, it's basically, once you buy this stuff, it's a one and done type deal. I mean, it's made from, I always say it's the Amish have gone green, because most of all of our furniture is Amish made from Northeast Indiana, and we have some that comes from Ohio. But the manufacturer that makes the product, the poly lumber, it's derived from recycled milk jugs and plastic bottles from landfills. They take it, they add some polymers to it, pelletize it, and then extrude it out and make poly lumber. And then that's shipped to the Amish builders, different colors, different sizes, different styles and stuff. Then they make it into their furniture. We've got a variety of builders from Ohio and Northeast Indiana that make all of our patio furniture, and it's, like I said, it's good stuff. It won't warp. You don't ever have to paint it. It's made with aluminum, stainless steel fasteners, so it's mold resistance. It won't rot or splinter or anything. It doesn't flake off like some of this cheap plastic stuff you can get. It's really good stuff. We've had surprisingly, we've had young couples come in and said, we're tired of going to the box store and getting this wooden furniture stuff that's on sale, and then in 2 years it's rotten and we have to replace it. And they've invested in getting some good furniture. And it's, like I said, it's a one and done deal. That stuff will last a lifetime. And I'm really on my soapbox about it, because it does last a long time. It's kind of like what's that Tootsie Roll commercial? It's before your time.
No,
it's
how many licks?
It's like Tootsie Roll. It lasts a long time.
It lasts a long time. Yes. That's before my time.
Yeah, that was before your time a little bit. But there are a lot of those things are before your time. But it really holds up well. They take pride in their work and their craftsmanship. They stand behind it, and we'll ship it. We'll drop ship it from the builder to you if you want to order it online, or if you want to come out to the store or give us a holler. We'll make arrangements to ship it. But if you want to custom order colors, different sizes, the different styles, we have so many styles of gliders, swivel gliders, table sets, any color combination you can think of, at least 20 different colors to choose from. Plus, I believe there's 6 or 8 different wood grain colors that you can choose from. And now they've come out with the wood grain. Used to have a texture to it. Now they've come out with it's a smooth wood grain. It looks the same, but it's smooth, almost as smooth as the standard color. So that it's all holding up really well. You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. So the table that we have is actually you can feel it. Right?
Yeah,
it's not the smooth kind.
Yeah.
But what I would say, to the credit, we all know the Amish have always taken pride in all of their furniture for years and years and years. That is a known fact worldwide. I should say nationwide.
Yep.
And when you move it to poly, you get a product that lasts longer. The chairs that we've had for probably 4, 5, 6 years, and have gone through multiple hurricanes, because we don't bring them in. They've sat outside in the rain, in the sun, and we live down here south of Houston, and they have held up. I've been completely impressed with them on how hardy they are.
Yeah, that we've had customers from. They said, "Well, we're in. I think it was in Georgia somewhere, where it's hot and humid and rains all the time." I said, we've tested it in West Texas where humidity is 10% at 110 degrees, and all the way down to here in south of Houston where it's high humidity, high heat, lots of moisture, and you just power wash it off. You can give it a scrubbing with some a scrub brush and some soap if you need to, but most times you can just hose it off.
That's right.
And it's good to go, and it has minimal. They put UV protection in there, so you have minimal fadings. So it's not like it's going to turn milky white, you know, in one season. It'll look new for many years to come.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of colors and fading, I'm in the paint game, so I understand how that works. And typically, the darker the color you go, the more you'll see the fade over time.
Yeah.
With the maroon chairs, they look just like they were the day you brought them, and so what's really cool is with these chairs or your furniture that you have out on your patio next to your pool, wherever you put them outside, you can match them with your favorite team. So I know a lot of Aggie fans out here. They love the chair because it's the maroon and white. Now we don't claim Aggies. We claim our high school because that's our high school colors.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right? Yeah. And that's Rankin Red Devils and Red Devils. Clear Creek.
Wildcats.
Wildcats. There you go.
Yeah.
A&M or
UT.
Yeah, and we can get all different school color combinations if that's what you want. And we just received, I believe a week or so ago, we've got our first set of cornhole boards.
Oh yeah,
they're made out of poly, and we've got I don't know, we got a half dozen different color combinations in, but those I think are really going to be a good product for us and for the customer to have, because you know you can put them out, you don't have to worry about putting them up because of the weather.
Right.
You just, if you find a spot in your yard or patio or wherever, you can leave them out year round, in my opinion, because they are made of 100% poly and stainless steel fasteners. So
yeah, and I've gone through cornhole boards every 4 or 5 years with the wood, and you get a lot of rot, even from them just sitting on like grass, and if there's dew. That'll soak into that wood and it'll rot it. You know this the best because you're a carpenter yourself. You build things. So whenever you can find a product that lasts, like you say, a lifetime, it's well worth the investment.
Oh yeah, and they like these cornhole boards. The tops are solid; they're 1/2 inch thick. It's a marine grade poly that they use for the deck boards, and then those come in certain colors. We got a variety of colors from those. I think I don't know. I just had to check that we got. A light gray, a seafoam green, red, black, white, and then any color combination for the sides and the legs. I'm real excited about having those available.
So why don't we just, while we're talking about Circle Y, why don't we pop up the website, and then just so the viewers can kind of see what you have on the website. As you see here, this is what you come up to when you see the website Circle Y. You can choose on any of these that you like. If you go to the outdoor section, because they have more than just outdoor. Anything
you can imagine that you need built, we can get custom cabinets, office, desks, credenzas, living room furniture, bedroom furniture, anything that you need in your dining room, bedroom, office. Anything. Just check it out and give us a holler or send in a request. If you see something you want more information on, you can fill out. It'll take you to a form you can fill out, and we get an email, and then we'll visit with you about it.
So one of the things here for you, you front porch rockers.
Yep.
They got the poly rockers here for you. They've got, stools, different types of stools, swing, front porch swing.
We can, if you don't have a place to hang a swing, we can get A-frames, and they're powder coated. I think they have about 3 different colors, and some of them are steel if you want steel, and some of them are made out of aluminum, and those are, then you can set your swing wherever you want. Those work real well.
You even got a fire pit here?
Yep, we carry a big, probably more than what's on the website. That we have several different styles of fire pits. We have tables with fire pits in them that'll seat 8 people. 3 chairs on either side, and we can have table sets for 2 chairs up to probably 10, 12 chairs.
Really?
So,
That's a big table.
Yeah. And that stuff, as heavy as this stuff is, the wind wind doesn't have a chance of blowing it around. It holds up really well. This new company that we're we're a new dealer for, they're out of Ohio. We will have a shipment of their products in end of June, 1st of July. I'm real excited about that because it's a more sleeker line of poly, and they also have an aluminum line that they manufacture their aluminum frames and stuff up there in their shops, and with the sling fabrics and stuff. So real excited about having that in the product line as well.
So let me ask you, so from the time somebody goes online and gives you an order, what's the typical time frame before they receive their furniture?
Well, it just depends if it's and it depends on the builder, if it's wood or if it's poly, and then every Friday we get an update of what their lead times are. Except the poly guys, all the wood guys, we have a pretty good idea, and that could be anywhere from 12 to 14 weeks. Our poly guys, we have some that are 2 to 3 weeks a lead time, up to 8 weeks. Okay. So I'd say anywhere from 3 to 8 weeks is once an order is placed that we should have it in our hands or on the way to you.
Okay.
Know.
So one of the things that I'm really impressed with, and the world is moving green, like you had mentioned earlier, right?
Yep.
You just moving from recycled goods like plastics, like your milk jug, things like that go from your home. You buy from the store, come to your home, then you recycle them, then they get shipped off and turned into furniture. So what this does is it puts less and less waste into our landfills.
Yep.
And then once it's in your backyard, your family is enjoying it, and then it's going to last you for a long time. So opposed to buying furniture, cheap plastic furniture, where it's just go right into the landfill to add more to that, it's going to be in your backyard wherever you go.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
That's another good deal about this furniture is it is basically a green product.
Yes.
A portion of it comes from recycled milk jugs and plastic bottles from landfills that could typically go into a landfill. They take them, they sterilize them, they wash them, sterilize them, pelletize them, put some proprietary ingredients in it, some UV resistant chemicals in it, and then they put the dyes in it, and then it goes down these product lines. There's a company called Tangent that makes this product up. I believe it's up in Chicago area, Minnesota, somewhere up there. But they manufacture it just like lumber is, and then that is shipped when the Amish or the builder requests an order, like a wood builder would say, call the lumber yard and say, I need a shipment, a truckload of whatever kind of lumber you need, oak or hickory or whatever. They say, we want the colors that they want, and give them the order. It gets to the Amish, they unload it, and then they go to milling it, and they have all different types of machines to do it. Anything that's bent, they have big ovens they've made. They cut the pieces, put it in the oven. Then they have molds that they pull it out, and it's like a noodle, and they stick it in these molds, and then they compress it into the form that they want. And when that cools, then they assemble it all.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a really neat process how they do that, and some of their product comes from landfills or
Sure.
products that could be in landfills, and it's a big market of products that's used around the world. Really.
Well, I foresee, a lot of wood furnishings, products like that moving that way. And that's what I seen with you. When you started this business, I was like, what is this stuff? And it just makes sense.
Yeah, it's and one good thing about it, we don't have to worry about tariffs.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And it's American made, and that's what we really like, that it's made here in the good old USA, and it's by craftsmen that really take pride in in everything they do. I mean, when they give you a handshake, it's like it used to be. A handshake went a long ways, and they stand behind it. If we have an issue, which we very seldom have issues, they typically get right on it and take care of us.
So is there a warranty with these?
Yes, there is. There's typically a residential warranty is for 20 years. A commercial, I think it depends on the builder. They offer from 2 to 5 years if it's commercial use, which we can sell to bars and anybody that has patios. That's the commercial side of
Sure.
it. But residential, it's typically 20 years. And
Wow.
Like on their bent products, we have one builder. On any of his bent products, he guarantees that for life.
Wow.
On the bent part.
Yeah.
But and then all their swivels and stuff, we go with the heavy duty E&B swivels and stainless steel swivels, and we haven't had a lick of trouble with any of that.
Well, that tells you a lot about a product. If somebody's going to stand behind it for 20 years or even a lifetime,
Yep.
I mean, that'll tell you it's going to last a long time.
Yep.
And it's a good investment.
Yep. Oh yeah, it is. And it is. It's a little pricey, but it's an investment, and you're one and, like I said, you're one and done.
Yeah.
So come in and visit with us. Look online and look at our colors. That go shop around and then give us a buzz.
So that's in Midland, Texas,
Yep.
out west. You've seen the show Landman.
Yep.
That's out west.
Oh yeah. Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
That's
But
Odessa.
we're right in the heart of the Permian Basin. A lot of oil activity and stuff going on out there. We will ship anywhere in the world. If we'll drop ship any of the furniture items right to your home, if you want them on curbside or delivered to your patio or in your bedroom.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier that you had shipped all over the United States.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then is it for the Ivy Cottage or Circle Y that you've shipped overseas?
The Ivy Cottage.
The Ivy Cottage.
We have a customer in Australia, and she's she's actually from Midland, so she typically will place an order, and Lori Darling and her girls will put the orders together and ship them out. And we've had stuff go to the UK, and but we're not afraid to ship anywhere. I mean, the Consuela, we've got all kinds of figurines and stuff.
So we're going to come right back. We're going to take a break for a word from our sponsors, and then we'll dive more into the Ivy Cottage and go through their website and stuff like that, and then just talk about what West Texas is like for you. All right?
Yeah.
So keep it tuned right
good.
here. We'll be right back after this.
The Ivy Cottage in Midland has what you're looking for. Consuela purses, Amish-made patio furniture, women's fashion, home decor. Everything you need to decorate your home for spring and more. Come see us at 3101 North Big Spring. Open 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday.
You're listening to the Gray Area Podcast, where the answers aren't always black and white, but the laughs are guaranteed.
And we're back to the Gray Area Podcast. We're sitting here with Mr. Owen Yocham. We spoke about Circle Y and some of his Amish furniture that he deals with. And this next segment, we're going to dive a little bit into the Ivy Cottage. So this is a second business that he has. And they kind of intertwine, as you do sell some of the.
They do. We started out years ago downtown in rented space with the furniture business, and then we was either going to have to close down or move. And then about the time we was about to close down, we found out about the Ivy Cottage coming up for sale. So we bought that business, and it's a good location north of downtown Midland. It's been an established business for 30 years or so. So we bought the business, the name, and then so we intertwined Circle Y Amish Furniture with the Ivy Cottage. We kept the Ivy Cottage since it's been proven for many years there, and provided people for all those years to come in and shop and browse around. And Lori's added lots and lots of products that the customers like and have been requested. So
Yeah, I would say that, I'd been in the Ivy Cottage before you owned it. And since you guys have taken over, you've given it a complete facelift. It looks great.
Thank you very much. It's been a lot of hard work. We have a great team that all work together. From Lori kind of orchestrates them, and then they all put it together, and they all work really great together. And we're really blessed to have such a good team. And you can't do it. It's not something that I or Lori's done by ourselves. It's the people that you surround yourself around that help make you and your business successful. So I go in, I say it's not our store. It is our store, but it's all of our stores.
Yeah.
It's all of us have an investment in it. Time and everybody takes pride in what they do. And we're not that type of store where you come in and our sales reps are hounding you. If you need some help, we're there. We're not going to follow you around and pressure selling you into anything. We're there to help you, put something together. This looks good for that. I'm not good at that, but that's what the rest of the gals that work there, and they do a great job.
So Lori, your wife Lori, she spends a lot of time out there. She's the captain of the ship.
Yep.
And I tell you what, if you walk into a store and Lori is the one running things, you just have to understand Lori is the sweetest lady. She will help you with anything. She would, just drop everything to help you.
Oh yeah, yeah, and we have complimentary gift wrapping. So and it's complimentary. It's free of charge. So she really loves that. She'll take, the customer buys a product. And you want that gift wrap? Well, no. Then they'll bag it up. Or yes. And what occasion is it? Birthday, is it anniversary, whatever. And we've got a wrap room that she's like she's died and gone to heaven. She's very gifted in creating beautiful gift wrapping, and I'd say it's top shelf and the best around.
Yeah.
So that makes it. She really gets enjoyment out of that.
So the Ivy Cottage has a lot of specific brands. You kind of mentioned it earlier. That is just kind of a niche for just your store in the Permian Basin. So what are some of those brands?
Well, for one that we have, it's the. I'm
going to pull it up.
Yeah,
while we talk about it. So we have
Arthur Court. Now that's this Arthur Court line. We're the only ones in the Permian Basin that can carry that line. There's several others that carry Consuela, Nora Fleming, Round Top. We have, that's just to name a few. The Consuela handbags have been huge seller for us. They've been really well for us, and it's the thing going on right now, I guess. And then we have every kind of smelly thing you can think of. I call them smelly things because it's from Tyler products to it's hard to name them all, but we have a smell for every occasion that you can think of, whether it's laundry detergent in the Tyler line, to candles, to air freshies for your vehicles, necklaces, earrings, jams and jellies. We have a good line of jams and jellies. We have our jams and jellies. They actually come from up there around South Bend, Indiana. And those have been real popular for us.
So one of my favorite things that you have is the glamorous Wash Diva.
Yeah.
This is probably some of the best. I can't scroll for some reason, but some of the best smelling laundry detergent.
It
and
is.
when we go to Christmas to your house, this is one of the gifts that we get as a family, and it's probably one of my favorite gifts that we get because this is the gift that keeps on smelling year round.
And it's kind of like that one commercial, Brill Cream, a little dab will do you.
That's exactly right. You don't have to use a lot.
No.
But Shayna puts it on our bedding, the towels.
Yeah.
She's kind of stingy with our clothes. But
yeah.
if you put do a wash with your clothes, you don't have to wear a perfume or a cologne or anything. You smell amazing.
Yeah, I was delivering some furniture or something here a while back, and I went in to the folks' house, and they go, "You smell like the Ivy Cottage." So that's something that's kind of cool. It does smell good when you come in the store, and when you go into a business, that kind of resonates into your brain where you kind of, when you smell that, it smells like the Ivy Cottage.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun. It's cool to interact with the customers and see their faces when they do say order some custom furniture or something. It's exactly what they wanted.
Mm-hmm. So if you're ever in Midland, what's the road that it's on?
It's at 3101 North Big Springs, Midland, Texas.
So right there on Big Springs.
Yep.
If you're driving down there and you see the big poly chair.
Yep. Yeah, we got a big
front.
poly chair out front, right underneath the sign. So stop on, jump up in the chair,
Yep.
get your picture
Get
taken.
your picture taken.
So
all the kids have done that already.
Oh yeah. And we'd love to help you out.
So guys, also he mentioned the man cave. When I go into the store, as you know, women love to shop. There is a special section just for you. You can go in there and check it out. The women will just walk around. You can go check out the poly furniture because that's where I spend most of my time is there and in the man cave. So the man cave, they have what all do you have in there?
Well, we've got a lot of sporting items in there for golfing, baseball, football, team sports. Like collegiate items in there. We have there's dartboards made out of whiskey barrels, and we have a round, I don't know, you'd call it a poker table, I guess you could say. We have our leather belts for the men are in there, and they're made by Gingrich from up there in LaGrange, Indiana. And I tell you, I've had one of their belts. I have several of their belts, but this one, I use it for a work belt. I've had that thing for probably 10 years, and it's held up really well. Yeah. So,
and you're hard on them belts.
Yeah.
You're a working man.
Well, I got that what do they call that furniture? My chest is falling into my drawer type. So I got you got to have a good belt to hold that suspension up.
Oh, geez. So all that kind of stuff that's in there. And then, of course, you mentioned it, the cast, the supporting cast that's there is just amazing. They're always have a smile on the face. And
oh, yeah. Donna, Lisa, Amanda, Manny, just I've lost of the rest of the gang. But they're there to help. Jennifer, so they're in there. They always have a smile on their face, and they're there to help.
That's good.
Yeah. And then occasionally you see me there. So.
Yeah.
I do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. That's my excuse.
You do all the advertisements, the radio,
I try to.
the dancing on camera.
Well, yeah, that's another story there. Just you got to make sure you're hydrated, or you'll you'll get a cramp right mid dance. Yeah.
So,
I had to do some editing on that one.
So not only do you guys do that, but you also have Santa Claus. So Christmas is your biggest time of the year.
Yeah, our fourth quarter, after Thanksgiving till the end of the year, through Christmas is typically any retail business best time, but it's definitely ours, and we really do it up right there at the Ivy Cottage. Santa Claus comes in, and I'm pretty sure he's the real one, because you just ask him, he's the real one. You're not going to yank his beard off. But he typically comes in, and this past year, the crowd. The line of kids that we had there to come see him was real impressive.
Wow.
And it went the whole time he was there I think he's there 2 or 3 hours, and then he had to get on his sleigh and head on out to the next gig. So
if I'm remembering correctly, you even had some sort of string orchestra, or
we did. We have up until a couple of years ago, and then kind of COVID kind of changed things up. But yeah, that was another thing that we really had. Was really cool to have. We had a 5-piece string orchestra came in and played background music while people were shopping.
Wow.
And Santa Claus was there, and we started it out downtown at that one, and that went over really well. So we're hoping to get them back this Christmas time, because it just adds something to it. Just have it. I don't know. I don't know if it's me or what, but it really adds a little bit to the ambiance.
So with Ivy Cottage being such a popular place in West Texas and Midland, there's a lot of big names in Midland. Anybody ever came in?
Oh, I can't think of any. I mean, we've got the McConaughey's. Some of their family members have come in, bought stuff, and there's some of the oil people out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil execs and stuff out there. Yeah.
And their family members have came in. I can't think of off the top of my head. I'm sure they have.
Yeah.
But Lori and them, they probably know more than I do about that.
Yeah,
we have to get her behind the behind the mic.
Get her out here.
Yeah, she says that's a hard no.
Yeah, she'll leave that up to you.
Yeah. She'll line me out on my script though.
Yeah. She'll make sure you got the right info.
Tries to.
She was already over here. So wait a second. That's not. You need to be here on the website.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, let's take a short break. Have a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. Keep it tuned right here.
Sound good.
The Ivy Cottage in Midland has what you're looking for. Consuela purses, Amish-made patio furniture, women's fashion, home decor. Everything you need to decorate your home for spring and more. Come see us at 3101 North Big Spring. Open 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday.
You're listening to the Gray Area Podcast, where the answers aren't always black and white, but the laughs are guaranteed.
Welcome back to the Gray Area Podcast. Back with Mr. Owen Yocham.
That'd be me.
Yep, Mr. Cowboy Hat, West Texas over here. So we've talked about the businesses. Let's dive back into the West Texas thing. So you're from the heart of the oil country.
Yep, the Permian Basin. Grew up a little south there in a little town community called Rankin. Real proud of that community. Shout out to all those Red Devils. And they just finished up with a Barbados Memorial Day weekend out there at the Dub Day Arena for the Barbados cook-off. They had a 5K run. They had the bull riding.
Which you started the 5K run.
I did, after as a memorial for a good friend of mine that passed away, a rancher friend of mine that passed away many years ago. And we talked with his wife and asked her if it'd be okay to get something like that kicked off, and she said yeah. So we've kicked it off and didn't know if it was going to be a 1-year deal, and it's been it hadn't been 20 years yet, but it's getting close to it. But it's a fun run, and we first year I think we had like 150 runners or something.
Wow.
And we had to put it together in like less than a month, and it really worked out well, and a lot of hard work from a lot of volunteers, and it's been part of the event out there. So real proud of that. And I think it's a 3-day event out there now. It's usually hot and dusty.
Yeah.
Typically no rain in forecast, and a storm will come through there and hydrate everybody from the outside. So, but it's been a great community. It's a really good community to raise a family. Great school system, just all around. Everybody looks out for you, which sometimes it's not so good, but it's a really great community. I mean, we even had the water tower repainted here recently.
I was just going to say they got a great water tower.
Shout out to Viking Industries and and Brooks Pranger for getting that taken care of. It really looks great. It had lots of compliments on that, and it kept the maroon and white and Red Devil tradition. When you come over that hill from Midland, that's about the first thing you see. Is the water tower, and it's kind of iconic there.
It is.
They've redone the high school. The school district bought the county's golf course, and they just opened it up in April, I think, and it's been totally rebuilt, and it's one of the finest looking golf courses.
Beautiful.
They really did a outstanding job on that, and
that went a 180.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah. It's. I think the whole acreage is like 80 acres. It's a 9-hole, and so you have to get 18. You have to play it twice, but they have different tees and stuff for this. This back nine, but it's I think 80 acres is what the property is, but I think over 40 acres is they laid sod. I mean, and that's unheard of before. It was like playing out in the pasture. You hit what you think's a good drive, and then it hits a little limestone rock down the fairway, and you're in the rough. Well, you're in the rough in the fairway. But I'm real excited for them for that. And then out there by the arena, they just opened up a brand new baseball complex, and I think they named it Tommy Owens Sports Facility, I believe.
Complex, I think.
Yep. And it's awesome what the community, the school stands behind all the students. The students want to get involved in something. The school board and the community stands behind them 110% and goes out of their way to accommodate them, to help them be successful going and further down in life and stuff. So whether it's being a barbecue team, to a track team, golfing, volleyball, welding. It's really a great community to raise a family.
I agree. We lived there for 5 years. Now, when we were there, it wasn't where it is now, but what that shows is the determination of the citizens of Rankin to better the area for opportunities for their kids and just the community itself, and the commitment to that. And not only is it the people that's in the community, but it's the people that came from the community, like yourself, because you don't live there now. You're north of there, but your heart is there, and you have always been willing to donate your time. You've donated money. You just have been there for the community that raised you.
Well, it takes a village to raise a family, and that's a really good community to raise a family, a village, so to speak. But, everybody's there willing to help you at the drop of a hat. They hard workers. They party hard.
Oh, they have fun.
They have a good time. And it just, it's hard to bring somebody to that community that's never been around a community ever before, but it's well worth it. If you ever get a chance to swing by and check out some of our artwork, we had a guy came through years ago, and he painted up different characters on different buildings all around, and it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, you had Willie Nelson,
John
Wayne, Matthew McConaughey. The police officer pulling over the
kid on the tricycle.
Yeah, that's pretty cool one.
Highway Patrol. Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, and in fact, Matthew McConaughey actually went to Rankin and had his picture taken with his picture on the tank.
Yeah, when he did that road trip thing. So
yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So the people there are welcoming of people because it's an oil town. Basically,
oil and ranching, not so much ranching anymore. Oil is pretty much taken over, but it's a great community.
Yeah, and they accepted us as well and our kids, and it's a great place to raise a family for sure.
Yeah, and y'all are welcome to come back anytime.
Yeah. Well, when they get a baseball team, maybe.
Well, they got a baseball field. That's just what they're waiting for.
That's the start.
Yeah. The little newspaper we used to have, it had home of Halliburton, home of the first all-kid rodeo, and it had great fishing 300 miles in any direction. And that's a fact.
Yeah, you got to go a little
You got to go 300 miles to get it. So
they just had a brand new school built.
Yes, they did. They had the high school, junior high, and then they did the elementary and the lower junior high, I guess what it was. But yeah, it was all brand new. And they tore down the old high school. It's kind of sad to see. We got a few items out of it, but it's been there. It was there for 70 years. So it's time to change. They got a new. Their football field is nice. The track field is second to none. The hospital.
Oh yeah.
The EMT facility that they have that they just opened up for they've got places for them to live when they're not working or when they're working and not on call and stuff. It's they've really provided it's a little oasis in the desert.
It really is because it's like in a bowl.
It is. It's right. It's years ago it was all underwater, and those mesas out there were the islands, I guess, so to speak. But you come in from Midland and you're on top of a hill. You really don't realize it till you get to the top of the hill going into Rankin, and Rankin's down in the valley. So it's a pretty neat little community.
Yeah, so it's how many miles from Big Lake, west of Big Lake?
28 miles west of Big Lake, 18 miles east of McCamey, 32 miles southeast of Crane, and about 26 miles north of our end.
Yeah.
So we have the Pecos River that runs south of us, between us and between Rankin and our end.
Yeah, there's a lot of history out there.
Oh, there is.
What's the hotel?
The Yates Hotel.
The Yates.
Ira Yates built that back in the boom days, and it used to be the nicest and largest hotel between Fort Worth and El Paso. Wow. Back years ago, when he was in his heyday, Lawrence Welk used to come there on weekends and play. People from San Angelo would ride. They called it the Doodle Bug, which was a rail car on tracks. They'd ride it, and from San Angelo to Rankin, which is 100 miles away, to stay the weekend in the hotel and dance to Lawrence Welk.
Wow.
And then across the street, they had what was called the Rankin Beach, which was a big cement swimming pool.
Wow.
So people would come and from San Angelo, of all places, to Rankin and spend the weekend there. And so we've had lots of big name people there.
So who's the singer that came from there?
Dan Seals and Jimmy Seals. Dan Seals and Jimmy Seals.
Wow.
Yeah. They grew up there, and they did all right.
Speaking of, you were talking about cement pool. They just had their whole park redid.
Yes, they did.
New pool.
The new swimming pool after all these years.
Yeah.
No more climbing over that fence. Not that I knew anybody that did that, but
or climb up the old water tower.
I never did that. I was. Well, I know some people that did, but that was you could always tell when somebody forgot to turn the water off when they were using that. It would be going to school or something, and it's running over. So,
Oh, jeez.
but I don't think they don't use it anymore.
No.
It's just an iconic sign.
That's right.
For folks to see.
So, did you do any hunting out there when you were a kid?
Yeah, I used to go trapping and more varmint calling and trapping and stuff, and always did a little quail hunt, and more or less, we'd go out and shooting jackrabbits, just to keep your aim sharp.
Sure.
There's few deer back in the day, but going and trapping and calling and stuff was a good thing to do.
So you were trapping what, bobcats, fox,
Yeah.
coyotes?
Yeah. Bobcats, coyotes, coons. Typically, you'd get a badger, and you'd those and red fox, gray fox. So, just anything to give yourself something to do and to make a few extra bucks.
Yeah, so they have a variety of different animals out there with the bobcats, the coyotes, the grays, the reds, foxes. They also have javelina out there.
Yeah.
They have the white-tailed deer, and then they have mule deer out there as well. South.
Certain places south, yeah.
South of town. I've been in town up at the teen center there, and there's been a big old mule deer.
Yeah. They get brave and run north a little bit some.
Yeah.
The javelinas are quite a few of those. We haven't had, as I know, too many feral hogs. It's more javelinas and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's something to do. So.
Well, you were the reason why we moved down here from Indiana, and basically that's where I got my start in hunting. As I never did it in the west or in the northeast Indiana.
Yeah.
And that's where I learned how to do it all.
Yeah. Well, it'll grow on you once you get out there, kind of get that buck fever and get to getting some of the fruits of your labors.
Yeah. Got to have my kids out there hunting with me. And then my daughter got her first deer out there. Yeah. Braden shot. Well, we were in Menard for Braden.
Yeah.
When he shot his New Zealand mountain goat, but
yeah,
it's exciting. Great place to live. So. Well, you got anything else to add?
I don't. If you're ever out riding around West Texas, make sure you go through Rankin and stop in and check them out.
Yeah.
And if you're in Midland, go by the Ivy Cottage.
That's right.
Check us out, or check us out online at ivycottagemidland.com or circleyamish.com.
There you go. And when you're in Rankin, ask for Miriam.
There you go.
Go stop at City Hall, check her out, see what's cool. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Gray Area Podcast. You can check us out at our social medias on Facebook, the Gray Area Podcast, Twitter, or I guess it's not Twitter anymore, X, TikTok, Instagram. We're on them all over every podcast, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify. Just make sure you go check us out on all those platforms. We'd appreciate your support, and tune in here next time to the Gray Area Podcast. We'll talk to you later.
See them later.
Adios.
Bye.